So, I woke up this morning and looked on my Discord server, as I usually do, and I saw people saying, "Rest in peace Toriyama." At first, I was just confused, and then looked in other Discord servers, and they all said the same thing. This video isn't going to be monetized. I don't want to make any money from this video at all. It is simply my way of giving a tribute to the great Akira Toriyama, as Dragon Ball was the first ever anime I watched. So if it wasn't for Akira Toriyama, not only would the Sacred Saiyan channel not exist, but I may have never gotten into anime as a whole. I don't use Twitter often, but I saw there was a post from the official Dragon Ball Twitter, which I'm going to read out to you now. Dear friends and partners, we are deeply saddened to inform you that manga creator Akira Toriyama passed away on March 1st to acute subdural hematoma. He was in age of 68. It's our deep regret that he still had several works in the middle of creation with great enthusiasm. Also, he would have many more things to achieve. However, he has left many manga titles and works of art to this world. Thanks to the support of so many people around the world, he has been able to continue his creative activities for over 45 years. We hope that Akira Toriyama's unique world of creation continues to be loved by everyone for a long time to come. We inform you this sad news with gratefulness for your kindness during his lifetime. Funeral services was held with his family and very few relatives. Following his wishes for tranquility, we respectfully inform you that we would not accept flowers, condolences gifts, visiting, offerings and others. Also, we ask you to refrain from conducting interviews with his family. Future plan for commemorate gathering is not decided. We will let you know when it's confirmed. We deeply thank you for understanding and support as always. And now I have read that to you all, we can begin my tribute to Akira Toriyama. This video will talk about Toriyama's manga work, his impact on the world of manga, along with how his work impacted me and so many others. Of course, Akira Toriyama created Dragon Ball, but that was not his first manga. His first official published manga was called Wonder Island, this being a part of Toriyama's Manga Theatre, an anthology consisting of 3 volumes released between 1983 and 1997 that collect several one-shots written and illustrated by Akira Toriyama. And as you can see by the cover of Akira Toriyama's Manga Theatre Volume 1, some of the character designs are reminiscent of some Dragon Ball characters, the blue dragon being reminiscent of Shenron, and the green-haired girl being reminiscent of Bulma. Toriyama would do multiple other manga after this. However, his first huge success was Dr. Slump, which was serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump from 1980 to 1984, and made Toriyama a household name. It follows the adventures of a perverted professor and his small but super strong robot Arale. We can actually see Arale show up in Dragon Ball as a homage to his former popular series. Although Dr. Slump was popular, Toriyama wanted to end the series within roughly 6 months of creating it, but Shueisha would only allow him to do so if he agreed to start another serial for them shortly after. So, that is exactly what he did, working on several one-shots for Weekly Shonen Jump and the monthly Fresh Jump. But eventually, Torishima suggested that, as Toriyama enjoyed kung fu films, he should create a kung fu shonen manga. This led to the 2-part Dragon Boy, published in the August and October 1983 issues of Fresh Jump. It follows a boy, adept at martial arts, who escorts a princess on a journey back to her home country. Dragon Boy was well received and evolved to become the serial Dragon Ball in 1984, and we all know how popular Dragon Ball became, one of the most popular anime/manga of all time. And even if it wasn't the most popular, it was certainly the most influential. Even without watching anime, people still know the name Goku. Kids still tried going Super Saiyan, or using a Kamehameha, and whenever someone would do an amazing dodge, like in dodgeball or boxing, everyone would say that they were using Ultra Instinct. But Dragon Ball didn't just inspire people in real life. It also inspired numerous manga artists, including Oda with One Piece, which I actually started watching around 2 weeks ago, and I'll be reviewing the first 100 episodes of soon, and Kishimoto with Naruto, one of my all-time favourite animes, and Kubo with Bleach. which I still need to watch as well. That's right. Each manga from the big three was inspired by Dragon Ball, and once I finish my exams in a few months, while I have the time off, I'm going to attempt to learn how to draw manga myself, and that is because of Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball. But back to how Dragon Ball inspires people in real life. People use characters within Dragon Ball as people to aspire to be like. People aspire to be as kind-hearted as Goku, and work as hard as him to become strong. I know for a fact, I've used Goku multiple times as motivation while working out, and just in general. And then, there's Vegeta. People being motivated by his resolve, and the journey his character had. Showing people that everyone can change, and become better if given the chance. And that same message can apply with Piccolo as well. Though, I'm done speaking in general now, and I'm going to explain how Toriyama and his beautiful creation of Dragon Ball has specifically impacted me. As I previously mentioned, Dragon Ball is the first anime I ever saw. This was during the first COVID-19 lockdown, and I stumbled across clips of Dragon Ball on YouTube. I can remember them perfectly. The first thing I ever saw of Dragon Ball was Goku fighting Jaice and Berta, and I was immediately mesmerised, watching every clip of Dragon Ball that came up after, and eventually watching the anime for myself. I even bought the OG Dragon Ball box set a few months ago, and began reading the actual manga. Yet again, Dragon Ball being the first manga I have ever read, and the characters in this series have played a big role in making me the man I am today. Like I said before, I aspire to be as kind-hearted as Goku, and work as hard as he has to become strong, and I want to have the same resolve and strength of Vegeta as well. And it isn't just them. Picturing my potential being like that of Gohan's has been really helpful for me, as I envision myself as having a great potential which can't be wasted. And even the human characters, like Krillin, Tien and Yamcha, have inspired me as well. Even though villains could literally kill them with a single blow later in the series, they still show up on the battlefield and fight, no matter how much the odds are against them, because it is the right thing to do. That's something I aspire to be like as well. And all of that isn't even mentioning the platform Dragon Ball gave me. I mean, I'm Sacred Saiyan after all. My channel wouldn't be here if I never found Dragon Ball. I wouldn't have any of you guys supporting me. And even though my channel died down and isn't really growing anymore, the fact I was able to grow this channel to the point it is now makes me immensely grateful. And as long as I can remember, even in early childhood, I knew I wanted to become a YouTuber. I was going to become a YouTuber, and this channel is the closest I have come to achieving that. And whether this channel ever does pick up traction again or not, the pride I have in what has been achieved is immeasurable. And all of that is because of Akira Toriyama. So, thank you Toriyama. Without you, so many of us wouldn't be the people we are today. May you rest in peace. If you wish to, you can say rest in peace to Toriyama in the comments of this video, and I think it would be nice for all of us to comment about how Toriyama has impacted us and changed our lives for the better. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed my tribute for Akira Toriyama, and I hope that one day I can impact as many people as he has. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Rest in peace.